Ho, ho, fucking ho. I am Jason, and once again, I'm coming back at you with another review. And tonight, I want to talk about a Christmas horror film. One that seems to be overlooked by a lot of people. You know, Silent Night, Deadly Night gets a lot of recognition. But tonight, I'm going to be talking about Christmas Evil from Lewis Jackson, aka You Better Watch Out. And first off, I want to address the Christmas tree here. Kind of got a little retarded tree going on where we got lights, no lights, lights. Well, these just decided to black out on us tonight, so we'll have to buy a new strand here soon. So, yeah, Merry Christmas. But Christmas Evil tells the story of Harry Stadling, which it starts off showing him as a kid with his brothers and sisters. Their dad dresses up as Santa. He knows that the kids are watching him from the stairway, and Harry really believes he's seeing Santa down below, and his brothers and sisters pick on him. Santa's not real and all this stuff, but Harry knows better. So later that night, as his brothers and sisters go to sleep, Harry wakes up and goes and looks down to the room below again from the stairs, and he sees Santa having sexual affairs with his mother, and it really scars him. He realizes Santa's not real and all this stuff. So then we fast forward to years later where Harry works at the Jolly Dream Factory where they make toys, and Harry has become obsessed with Christmas. Like his house is all decked out and Christmas stuff. He wears a Santa Claus suit like all the time. He sings Christmas songs all the time. He takes this stuff very, very serious. And as he goes to work, everybody there at work doesn't really take everything very much serious at all. But Harry is, just adamant about making everything right and about enjoying the holiday season. He is extremely freaking weird. Like, it shows him from his apartment watching the neighborhood kids with binoculars and, seeing if they're doing good or bad. And then he has a book just like Santa Claus would have, like bad kids, good kids, like what ones are naughty, what ones are nice. He's obviously got mental problems, and his brother, his younger brother Phil, he's supposed to go over there for Thanksgiving. Well, Harry cancels it, so Phil becomes a little worried about him and all this stuff. And eventually Harry has a mental breakdown, and then he believes that he really is becoming Santa. Like, he wants to become Santa and make all of Christmas real, and he wants to punish those who do bad, and he just really takes it over the top, and it gets crazier and crazier as it goes along. But that's pretty much the synopsis of Christmas Evil. And the movie is far from perfect. I mean, there are a lot of problems with the story. There's a lot of things that are underdeveloped, like the relationship between Phil and Harry. Like, it's just kind of there. It's kind of thrown in there, and just the whole thing in general, like, there's just fucking weird things that happen out of nowhere. Like, Harry, one of the kids that is on his naughty list, Harry goes up to the house, and to try to get the kid in trouble with his parents, he like gets his hands and face dirty and puts a hand and face print on the side of the house, and it's just things like that come out of nowhere. It's like, what the fuck is going on here? But also, that's part of the charm of the movie. It's bizarre. It's a really bizarre film, and there's just things like that doesn't make any sense, but yet, you find it interesting for some reason. The guy that plays Harry, Brandon Maggart, like, he does a really good job in this, despite there being a lot of hokey moments in this and this, that, and whatever. He does manage to pull off a pretty creepy role, like especially one part where a coworker calls in sick, and then Harry finds out that he was lying, and he's at the bar drinking that night. Well, Harry goes home, and he can't handle it, and he's like strangling a toy and like humming a Christmas song. Like it's comical, but also it's very good acting on Brandon's part. The guy that plays his younger brother is Jeffrey DeMond, which some of you may know as Dale from the Walking Dead TV show. This is one of his earlier roles. He does pretty good in his role also, as Harry's younger brother. But overall, guys, this is just a film that I like to go back and revisit every year. It has a Christmas feel to it. It's just weird. It's just different. One part in the film where Harry is, he's fully Santa. He's going around, he's delivering presents to kids and stuff like this. But he comes upon this church where these people are coming out of the church on, I guess it's Christmas Eve Mass or whatever, and they're making fun of him, and he kills them right in the open. And it's such a crazy scene. It's just bizarre, That's the whole thing with this film. It's very bizarre. But that's definitely one of those moments where you're just like, what the fuck? Now, one of the things that everybody always talks about with this movie is the ending. And the ending, I feel that the ending is left open for interpretation. I don't want to spoil the ending for people who haven't seen it, so it's kind of hard to talk about it. But it's a very controversial ending, to say the least. Like, it's the film, as hokey as it is and as over the top as it can be, it's pretty much rooted in reality, in Harry's reality. Actually, in everybody else's reality. Then at the end, it's kind of in Harry's reality, is how I take it. Like, my interpretation of the ending is you are seeing Harry, like, his last thread of sanity being shed, and what you see in that last scene is Harry's reality. That's how I feel about it. I'm sure people's going to disagree with that or whatever, because it's, like I said, it's been a debated ending for a very long time. So it is what it is. But that's my feeling. Is it's you're seeing Harry's reality. You're seeing him completely lose his mind, completely get lost in his whole, feeling of how Christmas should be. And, he's got everybody, the whole town against him, and that is like his final escape. And what happens past that is, left to your own imagination. But yeah, guys, I would give this film a 7 out of 10, actually. It's, I'm sure some people might think that's a little too high, some may think it's a little too low, but for me, this is just an enjoyable holiday season film. And, if you haven't ever seen this film, I say definitely check it out. I personally think this is an underrated film, just for its bizarreness. And if one way I always look at this film is it's kind of like a Christmas version of Maniac. Like, Maniac is definitely a far better film, a far more together film than this overall, but I think you can see the similarities if you watch this. You're seeing this complete lunatic that's, he's doesn't understand reality whatsoever, and he's trying to create his own reality. And you're seeing his entire life. You're seeing what goes on, what he does behind the scenes, and then how he reacts with society. That's the similarities, I think, to Maniac in this. And also, Joe Spinell did great as Frank Zito, and then, Brandon Maggart does great as Harry Stadling in this. Like, it's a really good two psycho roles, that's also very good similarities in this. And, as far as I know, Brandon Maggart has never done any conventions at all, which is kind of surprising. Like, I'm surprised nobody has got him. That's like an untapped resource right there. I don't know if maybe he doesn't want to do conventions or what. Like, he's pretty old too. Like, he's 70 something now, so I don't even know if he would want to do shows or whatever. But I think that this guy would be like perfect for the Cinema Wasteland crowd. I think there's a lot of people with Cinema Wasteland crowd that would like to see this guy show up. So I don't know. like I said, maybe he just doesn't want to do shows. Who knows? So, yeah, guys, that's Christmas Evil. You can pick it up at Synopsis Films. It's easy to find. It's as far as I know, it's not out of print. I don't believe it is. There's quite a bit of features on here, and actually it has a commentary with John Waters on here. This is the never before seen director's cut. So yeah, guys, check it out. Add this to your holiday viewing list, and hopefully you enjoy it. I am Jason. Merry fucking Christmas. Have a good one.